Yep.
There could be two reasons of this current
Sure.
attack by Iran on Israel. Tell me if I'm wrong or need to change my perspective. One is that they had to retaliate after Israel killed the Hamas and Hezbollah leader in Iran itself. So they had to do some retaliation to have some faith in Iran.
Yep.
That's one point.
Absolutely.
Another is to test their defense system, to create more attacks by all three fronts being by Hamas, Hezbollah, and Iran, because it's a 3-4 front war I see right now. So there are two ways to look at it. One is that Iran doesn't want it to escalate, and it was just a crossfire key. Listen, I've done this. Let's not go further. The other is to just test their defense system. Do you think it's a correct thought process?
See, one is, if you see last Friday when Khomeini has come in the open for the prayers. His coming is trying to demonstrate that we will do whatever it takes to retaliate in case our interests are involved. He has done this after the killing of Nasrullah. Before that, he appeared in 2020. 2020 again, when Qasriya or somebody was killed, Hamas leader. And before that, he came in 2012. So there's a gap of 8 years, 4 years, 5 years. He doesn't come in the open public. But when he comes, he is speaking. He's speaking the fact that we as a country, as a state, will retaliate when our interests are affected. But that's not enough. It has to also, besides, of course, keeping the mass with him, also to say that, as Axis of Resistance champions, we have to support Hamas, we've got to support the other terrorist organization, including Hezbollah, and we will support them in different formats, besides funding them, besides giving them the arms and training, by actually launching the missiles. Tested missiles or untested missiles. The Al-Fatah was untested, and that was launched last Tuesday against Israel. So there are both these aspects which have to be taken care of. One is to make sure that they remain the champions of the proxy war, that they are, so as to say, proxy war, or proxy elements that they are creating to fight Israel and to go other places too. They are supporting Houthis too. Basically what? Basically to make sure to inform them that we will not abandon you. We will be with you. You go and target. You carry on targeting. The second thing, of course, is that they are being supplied arms from some country, and obviously, I suppose it's Russia, obviously, to test bed those new systems like the one that they fired, the Fatah. And if they get success, how can we adjust, reorganize, reorientate from an ICBM to an MRBM or to any other weapon system of short range? To try and counter the laser weapon systems which Russia has, which Israel has. The laser guided weapon system, which is much shorter range.
True.
But it is a cheaper variety. $2 it costs.
The next question arises that how is Israel going to retaliate? Because they will retaliate for sure. But how and where would they retaliate to is the question. What, according to you, would be their response?
Well, obviously, when Iran has launched this operation, or called Operation Promise 2, that was the name of the operation of launching these missiles. And there is obviously a riposte which is already, you can see Israel having taken in Lebanon. They said they will not target Beirut, but they have targeted Beirut. They have got hold of even the number 2 after the killing of Nasrullah. The next person who was supposed to be in line to take over as the head of Hamas, of Hezbollah, perhaps has also been knocked off because there have been no communications after the strike which had taken place soon after this Op Promise 2 was launched against Israel. So the operations obviously are going to be enlarged. My view, of course, is that there will be the operation in southern Lebanon up to Litani River, when he's going to be clearing up all possible weapon emplacements and weapon platforms in that particular area, because those are the threatening areas of targeting northern Israel. So he has to push the Hamas, push the Hezbollah out from this particular area. At least. He's definitely going to target and keep targeting the leadership of Hezbollah, of Hamas. And their intelligence, Mossad is the best. There is no doubt in my mind that they would already have been operating both in Gaza and in Lebanon and in Iran for many, many months before they've launched these operations. So, Iran is concerned. They have also threatened that in case Israel retaliates, they will also start retaliating. Now let's just see the targets in Iran itself. What are the options that Israel has in Iran? One is oil facilities, which are in the open, which are well documented, and they know the place. And the second one is the nuclear. Weapon systems which are embedded many meters below the surface of the earth. In the mountains, it is so difficult. What target can they actually hit as far as their nuclear facilities are concerned? Nuclear facilities, if they are so deep inside, they have to be monitored even at the end in location. Just your hard-hitting weapon system that you have, the delivery mechanisms, that is your aircraft, which can go and bomb and they'll have the technology of reaching a target. But the expert comments or expert fallout thereafter will only be given by people who are in location. What is the damage that has been done? Now coming to the nuclear ones first. Nuclear weapon systems are more of a threat in being. They are the most potent weapon systems till they're not used. Once they are used, that threat in being of deterrence is gone. And that's one thing which I think we all understand, that nuclear weapons are more of a deterrence rather than being targeted at this stage.
True.
When the world is having a very difficult economic situation, the world over is tough. And it is based on, as of now, oil. And oil is dependent a lot on what Iran is giving, both to Russia, or whether it's to the Asian countries, or whether it's towards the European markets. Economy is controlled hugely by that. So would Israel target the oil facilities? Would Israel target the nuclear facilities? Or would Israel definitely have some actions that are being taken like it was taken in 31st of July or 30th of July, when they knocked off that political leader, Hamas political leader in Tehran? Those are the activities I think Iran is going to be faced with as targets, including they will be trying the leadership of Iran. Those are the targets. So my long and short, as far as Iran is concerned, is they will target the leadership rather than going in for a facility of either the nuclear or going in for even the oil.
Diary of a publisher. Here we don't just talk, we explore, question, and push beyond the ordinary. And if you're ready to see things from a fresh perspective, you're at the right place. Make sure to subscribe. We're just scratching the surface, and the next conversation might just change how you see the world.